Excuse me, sir. I guess you can go live now.
Yeah, it's live.
A very good afternoon, one and all. I'm Mahima Bhatt from IEEE PSE Mandya. I welcome all of you to the event, Glimpse of Simple Video Making for AICTE activity. I'm privileged to welcome our today's eminent speaker, Ullas P, Assistant Professor, PSE Mandya. Welcome, sir. I'm happy to welcome our branch counselor, Puneet Kumar sir, to the event. Welcome, sir. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome mentor of IEEE PSE, Dr. Radhakrishna Rao, to the event. Heartily welcome to you, sir. A very warm welcome to all EXICOM members of IEEE PSE. On behalf of IEEE PSE, I cordially welcome all the participants to the event. Today's event is on video making for AICTE activity. Now, I would like to introduce our speaker, Ullas P, sir. Ullas P received his BE, Electronics and Communication Engineering degree from Bahubali College of Engineering, VTU, Karnataka, and MTech, Digital Communication and Networking degree from Oxford College of Engineering, VTU, Karnataka, in 2012 and 2014, respectively. He is pursuing his PhD part-time from VTU, Karnataka, in the field of wireless sensor networks. Currently, he is working as Assistant Professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, PSE Mandya, Karnataka. He has published 7 papers in reputed international national journals and conferences. Beyond his profession, he is certified corporate trainer and startup consultant. He has lots of passion towards photography and direction, so has already produced and directed few short movies and 2 are in the queue. He has a team working for event management by name Event Bookies, located at Mysore, where they take up all types of responsibilities under all kinds of celebration. Now, we shall start the event. I request all the participants to stay muted for smooth conduction of event, and I request all of you to drop your doubts in the chat box, which will be taken up by the speaker. Also, a link will be provided in the chat box. Kindly provide your valuable feedback. It is mandatory to get certificate. Now, I request our speaker, Ullas sir, to take over the session.
Thank you, Mahima, for the brief introduction and for the welcome. I welcome you also for the program. So, hello everyone. I know that there are 2 different channels where we are speaking right now. One is the Google Meet, where are the EXICOM members, and I know that all the participants are on YouTube. And definitely, yes, I'm looking forward for all the doubts, and you can just put all the queries in the YouTube itself. I am looking at that link also. And also for the EXICOM members, have a look at the YouTube link also and let me know if there is any change or any corrections that are required. Okay. So I think we are good to go. So for now, I'm just sharing my presentation. Yeah. Let me know when it is visible. Yeah, fine. So first of all, very good afternoon. And as I was introduced, my name is Ullas, and I work as an assistant professor in your own college in the Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering. So today's topic we have taken, that is glimpse of video making for AICTE activity. First of all, I don't know, like there will be some more presentations from the mentors for you all, wherein you will be able to understand more about what is this AICTE activity. And most of you would have understood by now because of these words using in your class or by your faculty or your mentor in the previous semesters or years. So this activity is mandatory for all the engineering graduates and also for many of the degree graduates at the engineering. But here in our college, it's been taken as a very important and a serious activity. And for that reason only, we are trying to do this program. As you all know that due to this pandemic, it has not been so easy for us to do a simple or regular activities what we had planned. But there was a new thought that came in by a lot of different faculties and their efforts. This program has been arranged. So I'll try to give you a small glimpse of video making. Specifically for AICTE activity. I'm not here to speak to you all about how a short movie is made or not like that. I'm not going to professional. I'm trying to keep it very simple or as a small hobby, how you can develop this concept or as a need right now for AICTE activity, what you're supposed to do. So that is what I'm gonna give here. Okay. To start off with, what are the things that we are gonna understand today? So that is about the agenda. The first agenda that we are going to understand is about what is the relationship that we have between AICTE activity, whatever that we are speaking about, and this workshop. So why am I here? What am I trying to tell you all? So we'll just try to understand that connectivity between the AICTE activity and the workshop. Then we will try to understand about what all the requirements we have to make a video. That is the other one. Yeah, I just forgot to inform the EXCOM members. By the end, in the meantime, when we are speaking about the demo, I'll just ask you to connect my phone. You may have to give me entry to the meeting, okay? So going ahead, in requirements to make a video. So what all the simple requirements you may have to keep in mind when you're making a video. Many of the different things are there when I'm supposed to speak here. Making a video, we can make different videos. You can make a video sitting at a place. You can make a video walking around. You can make a video dancing. You can make a video running. You can make a video working out. You can do a lot of things, a lot of different types of videos. But I'm trying to tell you things that are quite required with respect to this AICTE activity. Okay, I hope I'll be as clear as possible. If there is anything that you want to ask, you just put them in the chat box. And just let me know if someone, like even the EXCOM members, you can just, if you are looking at the chat box in the YouTube, you can just look into it and can let me know about that so that I can go to it and address the queries. Okay. So next one, what we will be understanding is about the script preparation. How are we supposed to prepare the script? What all the different things that are involved when we are actually preparing the script? What all the target points that you are supposed to plan when you're preparing the script? Okay, so those things are very much important. Then, how do you make it more attractive? What all the means that you can actually use so that you can make your video more attractive? So that's what is very important, right? Today, it is not about what you are delivering. The most priority is given to how you are delivering. So we will try to have that. We will try to understand that. I don't know, like it all depends on the taste again. So I'll not just I'm not telling like this is the only way. I'm just telling you all these points, like this is also one of the way that you can follow. Okay, this is not the only way. These are also a way or ways that you can follow in making a small video. Awareness video. I'm just trying to keep it as awareness video. Okay. So the last one is for the AICTE activity, what you are supposed to do. So that is what we are trying to understand here. So there are multiple things. I'll just try to give some of those things that are actually important here. So if you observe in my presentation right now, you can observe that there is a college logo here. Am I right? I'm trying to have a college logo in the left top corner. And I'm also trying to keep one of the logo that is IEEE PESCE logo here at the right top corner. Why am I using it? So because this actually highlights the reason of having this workshop. That is one thing. Where am I from? So even you can find my name and designation at the bottom of the slide. Right? So all these things I'm doing only because, so these things will actually highlight the viewer and says that, okay, this is the reason why he's doing, maybe for the college or for that firm that is IEEE PSE. And then, okay, his concept or his designation is there underlying in every slide. So that this is a kind of authorizing that I am the person who has prepared this PPT. I'm not copying anything. I have prepared everything by myself. Every word I have planned and have written. So that's why I can just write everything like this, right? So whenever you are using something, try to use a copyright information if it is completely yours. It is very, very, very important. Remember that I'm using something like this means it is completely my preparation. Okay? If suppose I'm using someone's some images if I'm copying. Right now I'm not using any images, but if I'm using any of the images, always try to mention their or thanks, a small thank to them. You may just put it there. You have searched from the Google website or you have taken it from any specific website. Just mention it at the bottom, or you can also use them by the end in terms of references. Okay. So this presentation for current presentation, I don't have any references because I have tried to put on my own ideas and my concept into this presentation. So that's why I have not taken any specific references here. Okay, these are the agendas that we have. Okay, going ahead, let us try to understand what is this IICTE activity and why is this IICTE activity? Why did they give it to us, first of all, for the engineering students? Why not for others? Right? When you get that question, the answer are these. AICTE or the government of India believes in us. Why? Because we are capable, we are good at things, we are capable of delivering something what they are expecting, right? Most preferably, the thing what the overall program has been done, the complete AICTE activity mostly concentrate on something like awareness, right? It is very important. Nowadays, we all know that we do have a mobile phone in your hand. At the same time, we also can see someone around us who doesn't know how to use their phone. Without the awareness of using a phone, people are finding it difficult to adjust with the changes or the growth or digital environment that is actually coming up sometimes, right? So it is just a small activity that we are trying to give where we'll be able to understand something that has been given by the government of India, maybe through websites, their designated or official websites. We go through their notices. Maybe sometimes the notices are in different language, maybe in Hindi and English. People in Karnataka, they may not be able to understand that, some of them, right? So in all these cases, what the AICTE or the government of India is expecting is we understand those things because we know that language. Understanding that, we try to plan it in such a way that we convey those messages very properly to the end user or the customer or the citizen so that they can utilize those facilities, options, or anything, any schemes or everything, right? That is what the overall theme about bringing this AICTE activity to the engineering graduates. Why am I specifically speaking to engineering graduates is because I believe that I know, and I don't just believe, even I know that what is my capabilities are, what are my different areas that I have explored during my studies when I was taking my bachelor degree, right? So there are a lot of things during those days or during your age right now. You will have all the curiousness and you will have that all confidence, right? Hesitation is always there, but at the same time, when we actually speak about the confidence, we have to accept that it's definitely yes that we are very confident during our engage when we are students than the age that we are in right now. I'll definitely accept. There is some hesitation in me right now, or I have a small fear. There are a lot of different reasons for that. But when I was a student, that moment when I was just studying, I was supposed to go to college and I was supposed to take food from the canteen. All college fees and canteen fee and all my daily expenses were paid by my parent. During those days, I had no fear, right? I was open to everything. I was confident. I was able to do a lot of things very neatly, creatively, right? But now there are a lot of formalities that I'm supposed to follow, right? So that is the reason why they are targeting you people. And I really, really, really ask you to take this seriously. And we are really fortunate enough to get this kind of an opportunity where we can go and interact with people who doesn't have the knowledge of what knowledge we have. It's always a pride. If you can go and speak to someone who doesn't know about something that you know, then you will always be highlighted. Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting,
Yeah.
but your voice is not clear, it seems.
Okay, it's not clear. Just a second. Clear means whether it's for YouTube.
Yeah, for the YouTube people.
Okay, just a second. Just give me a second, and I'll just try to connect my phone so that my voice can be made a bit clear. Just give me 1 second. I'll just launch back. I'm trying to join from another account. Can you please allow? So I hope my voice is now clear. Can someone please check and acknowledge? Is my voice clear? I'll be just speaking. If suppose you have...
No, sir, it's not clear. Still
Still not clear.
Still not clear, sir.
Clear
Means
means what is the problem?
Means we are not audible in YouTube.
Voice is not audible, huh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, just a second.
It's good now, sir.
Give me a second.
Good now.
How about now? I hope there is no echo.
Yes, sir. Now it is audible. Excuse me, sir.
Just a second. Okay. I think it's fine. Okay. So, moving ahead. Okay. Let me know if there is any problem again. Okay. So, going ahead, the first thing that we have to know is that the people from the government of India or the AICTE, they actually believe in this, right? Because why? So these are the points that I have listed below. The first thing is that because we are good at fulfilling the needs. Definitely, yes. We are very good at fulfilling the needs. The needs can be in terms of for the engineering, with respect to the clients, whatever that we are going to deal once after engineering, right? And at the same time, with respect to all the needs that will be asked to deliver things in a very proper way to that of a person who will be there at the other end, who may not be understanding what are the things that are going on in reality, right? So that is the important point that I have to mention, right? They believe in us. We are good at fulfilling the needs, right? We are good at communication because we know the language, first of all, and we will be able to learn and we'll be able to understand things because as you all know that once you actually get into your profession, then you will have a lot of different positions or different people who will be above you in higher grades or higher levels, wherein you'll be able to, you'll have that capacity to communicate between all that. You will be able to communicate with your subordinates. You'll be able to communicate with your managers. You'll be able to communicate with your lower level workers. So that is what the capability that we'll be having. And today also you will have that capability because you are doing it. Believe in yourself first, right? Then we are good at good looks. What is this? We are good at good looks. It is nothing but that we are able to prepare something look good. Right now, as I was telling you, I'm using a logo here, I'm using a logo there, and I'm trying to put my own name in every slide. I'm trying to use this marker. I'm trying to use a very nice type of video here. So likewise, we have got a lot of different features which we can make ourselves look good, and also at the same time we can make our product or my presentation look good. It is very important for you to make your presentation look very good and attractive, so that whatever that you are trying to convey to a citizen will go and reach. Okay? That is the point. Then we can manage. Yes, definitely we can manage. Have faith in yourselves. We can convince. Very important. The important thing that we have to have with respect to this activity is that you should be able to convince. Right? It could be of any different topic. You will get a lot of list of topics. I don't know if you have got by now, but list of topics you have that would be relevant with respect to anything. Right now, we are speaking about the corona, the COVID-19. Create an awareness about COVID-19. Why are they supposed to wear masks? Why are they supposed to wash their hands? Why are they supposed to maintain a social distance? And how are they supposed to behave when they are outside? How are they supposed to behave when they are inside, at home? Right? There are a lot of different things that we have. So if you are able to do that, if you are able to convince, then only public will take that into their mind, and we can expect them to follow it. And we have that capability of convincing them, right? As you are capable of convincing the faculties during your Viva, right? And we can make them understand. So you can make them understand. You can use different ways as your faculties are doing, because they are also engineers, right? So as we are doing, so the method that we use, we may go with method 1, then method 3, so that somewhere I'll be able to make sure that everybody understands the concept that I'm trying to convey. So that is what we'll be able to do. So we can make them understand, then we can make them believe. Since you are an engineer, yeah?
Sir, background music is high, it seems, sir, than your voice.
I'll remove the background music, okay? Fine. I hope it's fine. Okay, thank you for the update. So we can help them, we can make them believe, because we are engineers, and definitely you all know that since I'm speaking about the activity A is the activity wherein you are supposed to go to villages or some places where they don't have much awareness, and if you are supposed to deliver something. When you're going there, if you say that I'm an engineer, that only that one thing that you are an engineer will make them believe in you, right? It is an important thing. So with that, we can make sure that you can ask everybody to believe in you. That is one of the important things that is targeted here because of through this activity, right? And also at the same time, we also have to know that we can help them develop. Through this means, we have got the capability to make sure that we can convince them, we can make them believe in us, and at the same time, we'll be the actual bridge in making sure that they develop in their life, right? So these are the things that are actually listed out, which are the reasons why this activity has been given. So what is this workshop? So this workshop will actually, through this workshop, I'm actually trying to help you all with a very small responsibilities or a very small task, like coming up with a suitable plan. So I'll just tell you how you will be able to come up with a suitable plan. So when I get into the requirements of video making, so I'll be able to give you all that information. So to make you understand the activity, what is this activity is all about. So I think I have already given you some information about the activity, and you will get more amount of information. So I think I'm done with this point. To make you aware of simplicity of making a video, right? This is what my concept is all about. So I'm trying to use two different type of video making and editing here. One, I'll be going with one of the software called Windows Movie Maker, freely available for Windows that you can use. There are a lot of different upgraded or outstanding video editing softwares which are of paid versions. Even I have that, but I don't think that is much required here with respect to the small activity. The second option you have is through by the use of Picasa. So I hope most of you would be using Picasa for image viewing or editing. So through that also, if you are going with only images and all those things, you can go for the option of using this Picasa. And here in this movie maker, both images and videos you can use and try to make a video. Clear? So that is one point. So the second one is to plan and execute video making. So the overall planning, how you're supposed to make a plan, and then how you're supposed to execute so that you can make a video. So I'll try to give you that information. Then this workshop will also help you to make sure that you complete the activity points, whatever that is designated with respect to this task of video making. Okay, so that much, whatever that need or work that you're supposed to do, only that much I'm trying to keep it here, not more than that. Then to guide you to achieve new heights. Later on, I'll give you some suggestions which you can follow. And if suppose there is anything that you want to know or understand in future, I'll be always open to your questions or your queries, and my hand is always open for help for you all with respect to this video making and all. I have got licensed softwares. I can help you out if you're really interested in doing short movies, short videos, and all those things. I'll really be happy to help you out with that. Okay. Going ahead, let's get into the actual concept here today for this workshop. That is requirements of video making. What all the different requirements that are needed to make a proper video. That also I'm speaking about this concept. It is only for AICTE activity. The first thing is theme. Yes, themes are given by the college. You are supposed to make an option out of it. You are supposed to choose out of the themes that are given. So there could be multiple themes. Sometimes they make you 10, 20, depends. And their AICTE has already given some themes, and VTU has already published it in VTU in their website. You can just type AICTE activity VTU. You will get that list. You can just go through some of the concepts that have been listed out with respect to a circular. I don't remember the date when they have published, but you can get it very easily through Google search. So you can get that list. In that list, you will be able to see some themes that have been specified. Okay, so definitely all those themes are relevant to awareness. Okay, the second one, you need a theme. So theme will be given by the college. So this task is not a big deal. You will get some options. Choose one that you like to do it. You will be working on teams, so you make sure that you discuss with your team properly, and then you take it up. That is one thing. The next thing is concept. You need to build a proper concept around the theme. Okay, for example, let me say like I'm today for everything I'm trying to speak about mask. So why mask? Why are we supposed to use a mask? I may not be wearing one right now because I'm in my personal room. I don't think I have to wear. But whenever you go outside, or why do we have to wear masks? So I will be trying to speak a bit more about this concept. So what I'll do is I'll take up this mask and will try to explain everything to you. Okay. The first thing is theme. Theme, I have already made a choice. So my theme is awareness with respect to mask. I'm trying to give awareness with respect to mask. My concept. Now the concept. What is my concept? What I did is like now I have to think about how do I actually plan this program, this activity or this video. The first thought came to my mind was children. I'll concentrate more on children. I'll try to convey a message through a small kid or multiple children. But definitely in this situation, I was not able to collect more videos. There are many different reasons for that, but I was able to do one video. I was able to take one small video. That is one thing. So what I did was I have taken a help from a very small kid, a child. That's my concept now. My concept of delivering the theme is through kid, and also with small posters, means small diagrams I have taken. Multiple. I have even taken some downloaded images from internet, and I have just prepared some. I have written something on papers. Very simple. Stay home, stay safe, and all those things. Just for your reference. That also I have taken. Small images I have taken. I'm using it. Is it fine? So that is my concept. Now I have to develop a story. How do I actually develop the story? Means where do I start it from? Where do I actually end it? So do I have to start with small headings and college logo, saying the AICTE activity, then who are the presenting, their names, your names, and all those things I want to put there. So all these things depends. So you want to put whatever it means, those things, you start off with the story. Story Right now for the activity, you have to plan for a story. Let us say that someone will be walking in the roads. There will be a friend who will be standing at some place. He'll be on a phone call, wearing a mask very properly. But the person who is walking near to that friend, he will not be wearing a mask. Then what all of a sudden, when he is very close to that friend, he goes for a handshake or just like a high five or whatever that is. Like he goes very close to your friend. Then your friend avoids, says that no, you're not wearing a mask. Why you are not wearing a mask? Stay away. Maintain the social distancing. So like that, you can just plan a small story, right? So first of all, you plan the story. Like someone will come to a friend, then friend will try to convince the other friend saying why they are supposed to wear a mask, why to maintain social distancing, like that. So through that, you can convey the message. That is my story. Now comes the screenplay. Screenplay means how does the overall action should happen in the video. I mean to say where the friend should wait, some place, what place, corner of a road, corner of a home, in front of the gate, in front of the home. What is that you are trying to convey? You have built the concept. You have the story. You decide where the person has to stand, right? If that person is away from the home, staying in some road corner, again, there would be a question. Why did that person come out of the home during lockdowns? You are the answerable person there. So you build that concept. You would say that this is what the screenplay is. My character 1 will stand in this place, and my character 2 will travel from this point to this point, and this is the dialogue that my character 1 and 2 speaks. All dialogues you mentioned. That is what the screenplay is on. Plan that. Depending on the concept, depending on the story you have, you decide who has to stand where, who has to speak what, who has to speak when. Right? That is what the screenplay is all about. I have got some description for each of the points in the coming slides. Then artists and things. Who all the artists? Do you want someone, or do you want many? You cannot deal this concept with only one. You may need 2, 3, 4. Fine, take them. Or you may need to go with only things. I don't want to use any of the personalities. No artists. I'll use only things. I'll only go with some floating images, and I'll try to use some transitions to switch between different images and try to convince the audience through the messages. You can do that. You go with some slogans. You want to go with some placards. You want to go with some actions only. You only act and you give actions. All that is fine. You can do it, right? So you have to decide that who and what you want, right? Then next one is camera. If you're going with respect to recording, you need a camera. If not, this camera would be an option, because for this activity I'm speaking about, if not, if you're trying to make a video, then you need a camera. So here, if you're let's say that all your friends want to write something on a page, let's say 4 of them are in the team, you want to convey some message. So what you plan is like everybody will write 2 or 3 slogans in their papers. They'll try to hold it by hand, and only the hand and the sheet they will show, and they'll only speak. Their face will not be there, something like that. Then you don't need a camera. You just for this reason, you need a camera, right? Or else to show someone's face or someone's actions or acting, or to convey the message, you need a camera. If suppose you're not going with that, what you do is you will only go with a small poster, right? Poster, only the means posters that are prepared online, digitally prepared, or you would have written something and take a photo of it, enough. For taking photo, you need a camera, but that also comes under things only. The image is the thing, right? The last thing that you need is the video editing software. It can be a software, or I can also say it nowadays I have to speak like it can be an app also. So it can be both. So as I said, like I'll be speaking about 2 things. That is Windows Movie Maker 8.0 or some version I'm using. That is Windows Movie Maker. The other one, in terms of app, I'll be using very well-known app, that is InShot. I know most of you are quite more familiar than me in terms of this InShot. But if suppose somewhere if I'm actually not giving the right information, you can correct me anytime. Okay, you all are free to do that. Okay, so these are the things that are requirements that are there with respect to video making. Let's get into each of them. right? First of all, theme, right? When we speak about the theme actually plays a very, very, very important role. Why? Why do I have to say that? It is because theme is something that actually makes your mind think about, so that you can develop a concept, then you can think about a story, then the other things can be followed by that, right? If the theme is not there, that would be very difficult for you to think about a concept, right? I should say that you actually speak about the COVID-19 awareness. For someone, you say that you create awareness with respect to the schemes that are there in agricultural field. The third one, I would say, you can create schemes with respect to digital India. Third one, UPI payments. Someone, you can just take up that concept also. Create awareness with respect to UPI payments. You can create awareness with respect to the internet banking. You can create awareness with respect to what use of internet or different softwares, whatever that that are available, or mobile phone apps for agriculturals. That you take a photo of any crop, then the image, only through the image processing only they will be able to identify the disease or the need for that crop to grow well, and all those things. Identification of everything can be done. Right? Likewise, we have a lot of different things. Giving updates with respect to weather reports, how to plan a crop, when to start, when to cut out. Right? Likewise, you can plan. You can give that information to the farmers. Likewise, you can think about any of the theme. You take up a theme first. Now, I think right now everybody is so creative that every time I was telling about a theme, you people were getting a small concept in your mind. You are able to think, yeah, this is what the plan I can do. Yeah, this can be done. This can be done in this way. So all these things are coming to your mind because I am speaking about a theme, right? When I say a theme, there is that need, the endpoint that you have in your mind. Your mind is thinking about some process. That is the concept. Whatever that you are able to get in your mind right at this moment, that is the concept. Clear? So you have that concept in your mind right now. So you will be able to go with respect to that of the concept to it. So as I said, like theme is very much important. You select a proper theme because it makes you to visualize the complete video. You will be able to think. You can just keeping that theme in your mind. If you close your eyes, a lot of different works or some videos that you have seen previously, or some images that you have seen previously, will all come to your mind, and you will be able to think about a small plan. That is possible only because of theme. Then it keeps you conscious while preparing the overall things, whatever that you do. The theme will be triggering, telling you that yes, this is relevant, you can do it. This is not relevant, stop doing it. So that is only because of the having a proper theme. So have that theme, that is very important. The next is concept. So as I said, the concept is something that you can build out of the theme, right? And before developing the story, right? The concept is built all by itself. It is not something that you think, okay, I can do that, I can do this like that way, this way, and all those things, whatever you plan, that will be something very relevant to story. But the point that, okay, these visuals, these kind of approach can make my video convince or convey whatever the theme that I have in my mind. So that those thoughts that comes to your mind is the concept. It is more important in reaching to the audience. You have a better concept, you can reach to the maximum audience. So concept is more important. If you can have the concept very well, then definitely, yes, you can build a very nice story and a screenplay, and you can actually will be able to achieve whatever the plans that you have with respect to this video. Then your thought, and this is your thought. The concept is your thought, and it definitely helps you to build a very proper screenplay. Concept will help you to create a story and to build the screenplay when you're developing, because once you leave this stage of concept, you have a story in your mind, and then the screenplay when you're trying to make, the theme will be almost hidden. The theme will be explored by the use of the video and the screenplay and the story by the viewer at the other end now. So your theme will be completely hidden when you come to the level of story and screenplay. The theme is hidden, right? So the only viewer can now, because he is the one who is actually looking at your work from the other side. They have to look into your video very properly, understand the screenplay and the story, so that they can explore in to understand what is the theme that you are trying to deliver later. Okay, that is one thing that you have to always keep in your mind. Yeah. So the concept will actually help you to do that. So the next thing is about the story. You are supposed to make a very, very important story, which will be one of the very important parameter in terms of your video complete work. Because definitely, yes, your complete video will depend on this story. If you don't have a story, you cannot build anything. So you need a story. So this story is mostly dependent on your concept, that is nothing but thoughts, right? And also the theme. So the previous two stages, it will be relevant, right? So theme will be there. You have a concept that you have already planned. Now you bring it into the story. A very small story you can plan, as I was telling you, right? Build it in a way you want to project. How do you want to project it? How you want to show it to the audience? So in that way only you try to plan this. So it is much important. Once after planning it, you can just go for screenplays. In this screenplay, you will be able to have the methods to communicate to the audience. So screenplay is the actual means of communicating to audience. You're telling something. You are actually using some words, or you're actually you're definitely speaking to someone at the other end through the screenplay. So this is the means of communication. Screenplay is the means of communication. If I have to speak something, I need to have the screenplay. I need to have the script kept in front of me. Then I'll speak those words. Right? The screenplay is very important. Right? So importance is there. I'm telling that every time, I know that, but the screenplay actually is the actual means of communicating to your audience. Then the conversation built to fulfill the story and to achieve the concept. As I said, now the theme is hidden. I'm only working on story and the concept. I have concept, I have written a story. Keeping those two things in my mind, I have written the screenplay. When to start, how to start, who does what all the dialogues that comes in between, who will speak what, when they will speak those dialogues. So everything is a plan. You need to write a script for that. Yes. So after that, the factor which we can get you morals. If you can make a very nice screenplay, you will be able to get likes. If you can have very nice concept, you will be able to make them understand. Think about the difference. Concept will make someone to understand. Stories will make them to think, and it means they can work on it. Since we are actually speaking about awareness, but screenplay will make sure that they like your video. Right? Again, there are a lot of constraints. Make sure that you keep yourselves in the constraints when you are actually preparing the screenplay. Clear? That is about the screenplay. So other than that, we have got a lot of different things, whatever that I showed in the previous slide, that is about the camera, having the artist and timings. All these things are much needed. I don't think I have to give any explanation for these 3 points. Clear? So let's now speak about screenplay or script. What is a script, first of all? So it is much important for us to understand what is a script. How are we supposed to write it? What all the inclusions we need to have when I'm writing it? Think about those inclusions. You need to plan that. You need to write that. Maybe for this awareness small video, you don't need it. You can just take someone, you can ask them to stand and say that wear mask or stay away from people, maintain social distance. Likewise, you can just ask them to say something. In the moment they'll be able to speak and things are done. You don't need any emotions there. You don't have to plan anything. It's a very small work done. But if you're thinking about creating a video, then your script plays very important role in communicating or connecting the story with the artist. I hope you are able to understand. Now I had my story, I have my screenplay. Now this screenplay has to be communicated to the artist, where this artist will be understanding the situation, scenarios, and he behaves or acts in the way that is required. So that can only happen through the script. What is script? Script is something that is exactly same as that of screenplay, but it is well written with all required inclusions and exclusions. What is that? Script must reach with emotions. You write the screenplay with emotions. saying that in this mode, or in this, in specifically in a happy mode, or in a happy mood, this is the dialogue you have. In a very strong way, you specify this dialogue, or you deliver this dialogue. You deliver this dialogue by crying. You need to feel the hug and deliver this dialogue. Likewise, we can specify that. Those emotions are written there. And the person who is actually acting will understand, okay, that is what the connection we have. How am I supposed to think about the relation at that moment with anyone or anything with the time? And they'll be able to enact accordingly. Right? That is very important. Should be able to identify, this is very important when writing a script, that is triggering points. You should be able to identify and highlight those triggering points. Because you have already built a complete video in your mind, because you have that concept, you have already written the story on that concept, you have got complete imagination, okay, this is my video, this is how it has to come. So when you have that creative imagination in your mind, there are a lot of things, okay, this can be more important, this dialogue can be more important, or this expression is more important. You highlight them. Those are the points which actually makes audience to grab their seat for another 1 or 2 minutes or 5-10 minutes or hours when we are speaking about a movie. If you're speaking about a mass hero, then the fights, whatever that they do, will be considered to be the triggering points. If they can have a very nice fighting action or action scenes, then they are sure that the audience will sit for a long. For some of the other kind of heroes, they may have to go with some emotions. For some of the other heroes, they may have to go with some good dance, songs and dance, movements and all this. Likewise, each of everything has got those things. The story, screenplay is built by highlighting these points. Identify and highlight all the triggering points that are there in the movie or the video. Okay? Then should be able to cover the whole story. You should be able to cover the whole story that you have written from the start to the end. That is the script that you have. Then should include suitable and salient dialogues. Very suitable and salient dialogues. It should not be harsh. Right now, for the activity I'm speaking about, it should not be harsh. It should not be vulgar. It should not be bad. Right? So it should be very simple. It should be very easy to understand. Right? Then should be able to identify who, what, when. You should write that. I am shooting this scene during the sunrise, or I am shooting this during the sunset, or I'm shooting it in a park, I'm shooting it in my home, in the room, or in any specific, in a road, traveling in a road, riding a bike, in a car. Likewise, you have to make sure that you make a proper choice. Identify things like who will do this action, or this, who will produce this expression, who will say this dialogue, when will they say, and what will they say. So all these things you have to plan. That is under the script. The script, you go on writing the script. I really wanted to show the script, but I was not able to get one. Means I have, but very recently, since I was not working, one of the project which one I'm currently working on, that has been stuck in Bangalore, and I was not able to travel to get that. It's in a room. So we'll definitely get that time. Right? If there is any chance of showing it to you all, I'll definitely show how a script is made. Right? So all of a sudden, I was not able to do that because I wanted to show a real script, but I did not get one all of a sudden now. Okay. So that is one thing. The script is something like, you don't believe me, a script will be like a waste paper. If by the end, to completing the complete script, if you go and look at the script, it will be like a waste paper. You have written everything on it. You have scratched, you have used multicolor pens on it. So a lot of things will be a mixture of everything. It will be there in the script. So that will be rewritten. You can just rewrite it as per the need for individual actors, and you will supply it. Okay, original script, it will be very horrible. Nobody can understand what is written there. Only the person who has written, only he or she can understand. Right? This is all is important. Then you're supposed to make it more important, more attractive, because that is what the ultimate goal you have finally, right? You have to make it more attractive. How do we do that? Use of transitions. Transition means, if you observe, whenever I'm trying to change my slide, there is a small movement transition that I have, right? So when to have that transition? That is use of transition. When to use that transition? There are reasons when you want to say that someone is imagining, use this kind of a transition. When you want to create an illusion, use that. When you are trying to skip from scene to scene, don't use transitions. Again, important, not to use transitions. When not to use transitions. Even that is also important. You cannot use transition every time for everything, right? When not to use a transition is also important, right? And at the same time, coloring. Coloring means how do you actually make your complete video more colorful? The more colorful it is, you can attract more numbers. It's in reality. Let's be very frank. You have to make it more colorful so that you can attract more. Try to make it more attractive by using multi-colors or possible attractive colors. Okay, let me say that. Possible attractive colors. Right? And then the last one that we have is about use of possible lights. Use of possible lights means light source. Right now, if you observe my face is not so good, it is quite dull. I don't know. Right now, you may not be able to see that, but that dullness is there. You will be able to see my face by the end of the presentation. Right? So why? Because if you don't have light, it will be very difficult for you to highlight it when you are actually doing the editing work. Have good amount of light, more light. You can reduce it in the editing. Right? You should not feel that, oh man, I should have used more light during the shot. That should not happen. Low light, you can always do it, not a problem. Use proper light. Just if suppose let's say that you are going for an intensity of some 70%, you need an intensity of 70%. You go for 75%. During the editing, you can reduce 5 or 10, whatever it is required. Okay. So always go for that. Use all possible lights you use. Then point of attraction for camera. Important thing is called as point of attraction. I call it as point of attraction, but it is also called as focus. What to be focused? Right now, if you all are observing in your cameras or your mobile phones or your laptops, anything that is there behind that, maybe in a distance of 1 meter, 2 meter, 3 meter, will be blurred for you because you are concentrating on the screen right at this moment. That is called the focus. You have to plan that. You all, like, for those who know already about focus, please don't take these points. I know that it would be a very bad kind of an example that I'm trying to give. But for those who want to understand, a small example I'm trying to give. Focus is something in the frame, which is the part that you want to make more highlighted. That is the focus, right? Then use of suitable background music. I don't know right now, since I know that since it is a very, if I'm just going with a presentation like this and speaking in the background continuously, people will not be happy looking into my video for a long time. So that's why I thought like I need to include a small or light music in the background. Right? So that's why I had added a small light music for everyone there. But I got to know that it was not a good idea. People were not happy with it. And what I did was I was supposed to remove the video. Remove the sound for you out of the. I removed it. I think that those things are also important. Right? So I just play a small video, small light background music. So it again, it sometimes helps you to understand, or makes you to be connected for a bit of more time, not with complete time, but for a bit of time. If your capacity is to sit for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, now because of this, okay, it will keep you connected for the whole time, even if there is a break or if there is something, a small gap in between every time. This will be possible. It will make sure that you will be connected with me for that we have by using patterns. Whenever using the patterns, make sure that you actually properly looking for the definitions. Stop the pattern music. Just giving the information. The pattern will, if you want to take it, continue with that, just let me. So that is one thing. So always look for copyright issues. It's very important. Having copyright issues, if you don't properly solve it, or if you don't look at the copyright issues, it will be a very big problem. Copyrights, we are in a very different level and the understanding what we have. Right? So, and YouTube, to be very precise, like right now, they have changed their policies to a very different level. It's not so easy that we can ask someone's videos and try to take that and post it in somewhere else, in our own channel and all the things. That is not possible. You don't believe me. Yesterday, I was actually on a live. I was streaming live. Uh, Let me be very frank. It was a wedding, my friend's wedding, and I'm streaming on YouTube, right? And my video is not available in YouTube right now. They have deleted it. They have specifically have written that you are using some music and the songs which were of copyrights. So because of that, since you have not properly followed the regulations of YouTube, the video has been deleted. I can see that video in my account. If I log in my account and if I go to my studio, YouTube studio, I'll be able to see that. But for public, it is not available. So what I thought is I wanted to show the complete life back to my friend once after his marriage. But now that video is not available on YouTube. Nor I have a recording because since it was already there on YouTube, why should I simply record it? Waste of memory. I did not record it. Now that complete piece is not available. That can happen, right? So always concentrate or understand about the copyrights before you use any music or sounds. There are a lot of music sounds that are available without any copyright issues. Okay, even YouTube will alert you saying that this is a copyright issue, a copyrighted song. The AI will detect it. It will say that the AI has detected some copyrighted songs you're not supposed to use. If you don't follow any of the warning, if you don't respond to the warning in time, then all of a sudden they'll stop your stream, they'll block the video. That is for the first time. Second time, they'll give you warning, and again they'll take your account, means they'll seize your account for 9 days. If you repeat it again after 9 days, it will open, and if you repeat it again, then your account will be permanently blocked. No, none of the videos will be available, nor not your views. Even when you are using a copyrighted song, and if you have not mentioned any copyright issues there properly, then any monetization that you are supposed to earn from YouTube for people who actually earn, they will not be paid with. So there are a lot of different points that are there. Okay, always remember about the copyrights. Then use how to use different effects. So you're supposed to use different effects, blurring effect, or traditional effects, or showing it like a very old video, thinking about some imaginations, giving a small imagination kind of effect. All these things you'll be able to do to make it more accurate. Then what is to be done for the activity? So what are the things that are actually you are supposed to include when you are actually working on for the activity? I think I have some more time available. So yeah, I think I can go up to 4:30, right? Team, can you just respond? 3 to 4:30 is fine, right? Okay, so what is to be done for the activity? So the first thing that you are supposed to do is choose the proper theme. As we have already discussed, you'll be given with a lot of themes. You're supposed to look into proper themes that are actually in which you are actually interested, whichever that you are supposed to follow. Choose proper themes there. Then develop a very simple story, depending on your need. You want to develop a story that is actually a story kind, or you just want to think about it and only develop a concept saying that these are the placards I use, these are the images I use, I combine them like this, and I have these dialogues written. Screenplay, prepare. Use videos or images. You want to create your own videos, stand in front of the camera, try to communicate, say something, hold a placard, say something, or you can just hold a placard, say nothing, just holding it, show the arrow next, go to the next this side, and then you can say your hands from the other side, turn it to the other side. Likewise, you can do it for a lot of things. Creatively, you can plan a lot of different things. So creativity, I cannot teach. It should all come from your own self. Okay? That is, use videos and images. Then prepare placards if needed. You can prepare placards, create a paper, write some proper wordings or slogans in that, hold it, take a photo, do whatever that you want. Create some placards or slogans as per the needs. Okay. Slogans can also be used. You can use slogans that are already being used in any different awareness programs. You can use them, including the placards. So stay home, stay safe is a small placard. If I'm trying to use, it is not related. There is a copyright for it. Never worry about it. It is a statement, a slogan. Everybody can use it. So take up the slogans or placards, whichever that you need with respect to in terms of communicating. Okay? So that is one thing you need to have. Right. So the next thing that you need to know is about the outfit and the expression. What kind of costume you are supposed to wear? Costume doesn't say only about your shirt, pant, or how conscious you look, your makeup, hat, and all those things. But at the same time, the things that are to be there with you right at that moment for that concept. Since I am speaking about my concept of explaining here is about a mask. Mask is important. Now the concept of the outfit is mask. Whether my candidate in the video is wearing a mask, that is important. Concentrate on those things. Then you come down, think about the other thing. Priorities are to be set. First priority is for what is that it is actually to be that you are trying to convey. That is the first thing. The second thing is whatever the second means next thing that is about uh, your costume, your makeup, and all those things. So second thing. First thing, always think about the theme. Know what is that is important for you. Right? So after that, we have the other one that is all about with respect to speaking about the what I should say expressions. How do you express? How are you supposed to express something? Right? It is matching. Right? So it is much important that you need to have that kind of or with respect to that of what kind of expressions are to be given, how those expressions are to be given, who will give those expressions. So that is very important. Plan that very properly. Okay, it could be through dialogues or play with facial expressions. Many things are there. When I'm telling that expression, right? And the same next thing that we have is add creativity. How can you add creativity? What do you mean by that? After having all those things, theme, concept, story, screenplay, and everything, the next thing that you have or you are supposed to concentrate is about creativity. How are we supposed to use things? Means about inclusions of different transitions, inclusions of different filters, inclusions of different effects, inclusion of different music. So all these things are important. That is what I'm trying to specify here is as creativity. You need to include everything, whatever that we discussed previously, right? Effects, art, colors, coloring, using filters, focusing properly, targeting some products or items very properly, capturing the expressions very properly is about the creativity. How you want to do it? Do you want to pan the camera from left to right or right to left or from bottom to top, top to bottom? How you are going to do that? Where do you keep the camera? From where the person is to view has to give a expression to your camera. So all these things happen. Okay. So that is the creativity. The last thing is voiceover. Whenever you are trying to do something, don't go with the direct recording. Use voiceover. Voiceovers are always good. Okay, having the voiceovers will actually make your communication more feasible and more effective. Okay, have the voiceovers. So I think with this, I have given some of the information that were required for you all to understand how to do and all those things, right? So right now, what I'm going to now do now is I'm going to give you a very small demo of how you're supposed to, how you will be able to use the Windows Movie Maker so that you can actually make a small video. Okay, so let me just come out of the screen and share my complete window so that you will be able to see everything. Just a second, I'm sharing it back. Okay, so this is my app, my application I have used. So I have just downloaded that. So that is available in my system. That is Windows Movie Maker, right? You can see that it is Windows Movie Maker 2.6, right? So I can use that. So this is one of the software you have. It is not just only one. You can use multiple of this sort. So if you are going with short movies and if you want to do something like that, then I would actually prefer to use Adobe Premiere Pro. That is one of the software that I use. There are a lot of different softwares available. You can use any of that which is suitable for your need or your comfort. Okay. So coming into it, you have got this empty page. So what it is here you are able to see that we have two things. One is the storyboard. This is called the story. This is right now whatever we have is called as timeline. So if you click on storyboard, this is the storyboard. Storyboard means you only put things that are actually to be arranged. You arrange here. Okay. In timeline, you can edit those arrangements. In crop or you do whatever that you want. You can do it there. Okay. That is about the timeline. So you have storyboard, you have timeline. Right. Next thing is you need to have all those video captures, everything into this collections. The first thing that I want to show here is that it is about the collection I have. So if you observe here, I have the collection. Means I have planned this now. So I have 3 images that I have downloaded from the internet. I have, as I said, I just took a small video from my neighboring kid, right? And then I have written some slogans. Means I have written some simple lines, which I can call it as a placard, which I can use it into the video. So now what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to put them into the collection. Just copy them, put them here, or else you can also go to file, import into collection. You can choose and you can get them and you will get those videos coming in. So I have my one video here. I have got one other video here. This is my second video. And then I have got some images that whatever that I need. So I have taken all the images. All the effects, see, this is actually tilted. You can actually turn it very properly later. So I'll give you a small view with it properly, right? So like this. If suppose there is a video, let us say that there is a video that is going on, and you want to take a screen of shot is, here you have an option at the right bottom corner. You can take the picture, copy it, and you can take it, right? So that is one thing. So let's start off with the work. So I'll go to the storyboard first. Then what I do is I always start off with something that I want to keep. The first one I'm adding. So my first word is about the slogan that I have written, that is stay alert, control the virus, save lives. Followed by this, what I'll do is I'll try to add on something that is very important, that is sleeves. Sneeze, or if you want to cough, you always cough or sneeze into your sleeves. Stop the spread. Right? This is my second image I have. Followed by that, I have the distance. Earlier, being together is most, we used to say it is more stronger, but today we have a different scenario. We say distance makes us stronger. Stop the spread. Right? After this, now I want to add the video. I'll go to the video now. So I have got 2 videos. So I'll go for the second one because I know that I have made a better video here. I can just play one. I can just understand, right? All those things, what is that is required. I'll just show you that. Wait. So some dialogues are there. So I'll just try to see that is what I'm writing. If you observe in this video, I have gone for each and every word I have told her, and she has repeated that to me. You can observe. I am asking her to change. Right? Now she changes and she responds. Likewise, you can plan the corrections, whatever that are required. Okay? And then you can just pull it down to the storyboard. Right? That is the storyboard I have added. So followed by that, I need to add the remaining 2 images. I'll add these 2 images here. I'll add first the let the virus stop here, wearing the mask, and then I have got the other one that is stay home, stay safe. The second thing that I need to do here now is I want to edit this piece because this is not having completely the information that I want. So there is an important thing that I need. I need to cut these things into pieces and then reuse it every time. I can do that. It is not a big deal. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll try to keep these 2 images a bit far away. I can do that. Just I'll play now. Let me just play that video. Sorry, it's just hold on for a second. It gets stuck now. Stuck. Sorry. Okay, so I'll just get it. So I'll find now. Not find it. Okay. I'll do one thing. I'll just stop sharing. Meanwhile, I'll just share the mobile screen. I'll show it in terms of InShot. Meanwhile, I'll just make sure I'll correct this. The first thing that I'm supposed to do is I'll go to the app. So I have downloaded the app called InShot. You can use this InShot to make videos. You know that you can create images and all those things yourself. You can do that. Right? I hope you are able to see the screen, right? Yeah. So that is what this is the app that I'm using. Now I'm trying to create a video. So click on this video. I want to create a new video. So I'm going for a new video. Right now, I need to select what all the things that are required here for this video to. I need to complete this video. So as I know that already, I know that what all the things that are important. I'm going to use these 2 videos. The first one, this is the first video. Select the videos in sequence so that they will be arranged in the same way in the app for editing purpose. Okay. So second one is the second video. I click on the tick mark. Now I have these 2 videos already connected. Now what I need to do is I need to make sure that I'll have them properly arranged. So if I'll just play this video as usual. I don't know how far you'll be able to listen to the sound. I don't know. I don't know. Was the voice audible? Can someone acknowledge?
No, sir, it's not audible.
That was not audible. Okay. If I play now, I have the laptop and phone. It will be a big echo here. That is the problem. I'm not trying to play it here. What should I do? Just a second. I'll do something. Wait. I have made an arrangement. I hope this is good. Sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry guys, I don't know. I'll not be able to give you. So it is all about the complete video. What I have done is I have asked that girl to speak each and every statement one after the other. I can just share these individual pieces also for you all so that you can see how I have done the editing and all those things. Okay. So this I have each and every statement I have asked her to speak, and then only it has been recaptured, right? So that is the reason this is actually having like I'm not able to show it. It is completely echo here, right? So what I'm going to do now is I don't want some of the pieces. So what I do is I'm trying to split these videos. So starting with where I start here. Okay. So I'm splitting it here. So what it does is like I have got that video to do a separate piece, right? So it is now split. This part is the place that I have spoken. So I'll remove that part. Okay. So I can remove this part, delete, done. Now this line. Understand very properly here. I'm splitting it again and again. Looking at her lip movement, I'm trying to split it now. So let me just start off again. This part I don't want deleted. This part I'm deleting. This is my voice deleted. She's wearing the mask now. So that's all I wanted. Now again my dialogue. This part I don't want. So all these things, she has done something wrong. So I'm not just trying to use those videos. So if I start off now, I have done the wilting. So he is telling that ಕೊರೋನಾದಿಂದ ಸುರಕ್ಷಿತವಾಗಿರಲು ಮಾಸ್ಕ್ ಧರಿಸಿ ಅಂತರ ಕಾಪಾಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, stay home, stay safe. So now this part is done now. This is a very small work that I have done. Now to add music, what you can do is like you can go for volumes, right? You can increase the actual volume that is you need with respect to your voice and the background music, right? That can be done here. Here you can extract audio also, so it has got a lot of different features here, right? This is with respect to the editing. So I think after doing all of these pieces, connecting all the pieces, if you want to add any images, you can do that. So let me just add an image here, add a photo, because I had taken the photo here. So this one and this one, I'm adding them. So they have come down to the end part, right? I'm supposed to remove the last video because that I don't need here. Delete it. Now this I want. Now I want to change the how it actually looks, right? So I want to edit that. So I can just go to crop. You want to sort of rotate. So here it is. So having these two images, the important thing with respect to music, I'll add first of all. You want to add effects, you can add effects. You want to add tracks, I need to add a track. Or else I want to add an audio to it. I'll record it right at this moment. See, I'm recording it. This is an awareness message to keep corona away from all of us. Recorded. Video has got that recording now. Saved. Now the audio is coming and sitting at the top. Now I can add a track. I want to add a track. This is all the inbuilt tracks that are available. Some track I'm going to use. I'm not specific with respect to any of that. And downloading it from the options that are available. I clicked on use. So where I want to use it, I can just pull it and drop it anywhere I want. Right, this audio also, I want to put it at the end. I can just take it to the end. Here you can observe where the video is actually running, and you can take a call. You can decide, and you can just place that there. Right, placed. Right, so we have got multiple things now. This has got volume. How much volume do you want, and how it should happen with respect to paid in and pay out. So those things you can decide. Right, this also you can take a call. Here there are two options, whether you want to have this song going on to the live means it, the video actually mostly depends on the images or the videos that you have placed, not depending on the track. Right, I have now got everything very properly. So now the next thing is that with respect to that, the audios are done, recording is done. Do you want to add some effect? You can add any popular effect or transition effect or any specific effects, like depending on that. So any heartbeat effect you can add. Right, so you want to add that heartbeat effect everywhere. Hold, drag it anywhere you want. Right, similarly you can do that. Now musics are done, so all the music is done. Okay, now if I start off with the start now, I can get the music. I have got the heartbeat. I'm able to hear how voice also. So that's about this video right now I'm speaking about. And this is one of the easiest method that you can actually follow. So by the end, it actually ends automatically once after the videos are stopped. It is not depending on the song. Each image you can actually edit. I think it's an option to rotate. Yeah, so I forgot. Click on rotate, so it will rotate. Right, so I have my images now. Everything is fine. So I can see that all the tags are shown. So this is about making a small video out of this. For this, the important thing is that you need to add captions. So first thing is that I'll do is I'll add a blank slide. Right? I have this blank. Now for this blank, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add text saying that what we are from PS College, right? So we say PS College of Engineering, Mandya. College name is done. So you can reduce the size, just place it wherever you want. You get the reference also, reference lines are available, right? So, and then what you need another text, adding it as AICTE activity. Added. Then what next you need? Names. So name 1, name 2. So depending on numbers who all are speaking right at this moment, so you can just have their names here, or you need to have more names. You can have another name here, right? You can have it into this place. So all these things are available. So after this, having this page, now you are able to start off. Again, you can go to the music, and again, if you observe, the music starts from the start itself. You want to put them in any other place, you can also put it there in another place, right? So after that, you want to add caption anywhere here. Here it is. I'll add one more caption here, saying that as wear mask. I want to convey this message, right? I'm going for that message. I want to edit that message. I can go for colors. I can go for multiple color as required. I go for red color. I go with a border of white. That options you have got. Like where mask is there. Social distance here. She is actually showing her hand and saying social distancing. So I write social distancing. Right? The option. So very small one. I can have. Then what next? Stay home, stay safe. So I'll add one more. Hashtag stay home. Hashtag stay safe. Added. Now if you observe that, it will be there. So I need to pull it very properly down to the bottom so that it is both are visible. Right. So if I now play, I have got that first slide empty, saying that what is added then. Wearing mask. Then I have asked social distance. I told stay home, stay safe. And then I have got my captions. The music is going on in background and that ends. So this is one of the method that you can actually plan. Good. I can just save it. When saving, you have got multiple options. You can go with high resolutions or low resolutions options are available. Then you can also choose the proper time frames, whatever that is required, and it will show the estimated size, whatever the output would be of which size, right? So all these things are there available here. So I don't have an horizontal view for this app, that's why I did not show. Now I'll share from the laptop. Okay. Here. So here we have the option, right? I have added the things and I have got 3 images added. Now what next I need to do is I need to add the video that I had. I'm going to take this video, pull it down to the bottom. Now the video is added. Now again, I want to cut this off, right? So as I said, there are the dialogues. So till here, there is a my dialogue. So let me check if, are you able to hear this audio at least? Just a second. Not audible, right? Sorry guys, not possible. I'm not able to play the audio. That is the problem with the Google Meet. I cannot help right now. So that we are transmitting directly on live through the Google Meet. That's fine. Okay, please don't mind. So here, if you go for the option now, I have got this point where I have to differentiate this. I have to remove this. In movie maker, we don't have the option of splitting it. So that is one of the biggest problem here. So what you can do is I can just go for the option. Like I have got timeline sticking onto that point where I have to cut. I'll just reduce my video to that point. If it is required, to the left hand side. If not, what I can do is I'll play to that point and go and stop there. Right till this point, I don't want the left side, so I'll just converge the left side till the point wherever I want. So that point is now broken. Likewise, you may have to go with another point. Like if suppose I want to close it here till here, I've done that job. Now I want to add more, so I'll take the video again back. So where I need to add till here, right? Now she's telling about like Surakshita Vagiralu. So I'm just cutting it off till here. And that dialogue is somewhere till here. So I'll cut that off. Right? Then again, next video is about wearing the mask. So I'll ask her to wear a mask. So she'll say that wear a mask. Right? Till there, I'll cut it off. And I'll make sure that she's wearing a mask very properly. I'll cut that wear. See? Now she has worn the mask, cut off, done. Again, one more piece I'm taking. Because I want to check whether she's going to say that social distancing. Till here. I'm cutting it off till there. And then I'll cut off when she says social distancing. She just moved her hand and came back, cut off till there. And again, I'm taking one more piece to make sure to say that where did she say about the last piece that she said. So till here, we don't want that. So I'll remove that, everything. Now that's done. So if I just play from the start, or here wherever it is, so I'll be having the complete link, whatever the link that is required for me. You were able to see that. This decoder will be a bit hanging, so always depend on the edit work, whatever that you have done, than that of whatever that continuously plays. If your laptop is a good laptop of having a good RAM, good enough with respect to its speed, there will be no problem. If not, like this, it may lag. The video may lag sometimes. Okay, so that is one of the problems. We were able to see that the running time only has been stuck. So this is what you do, and then you want to add more images. Go to your images, whatever that you need. Take that image down to the endpoint. I've added it. Now with respect to effects, so there also I did not show the effects. I can show you here. Transitions. First of all, I need to bring up transitions. Where to add transitions? Since I'm starting off, you cannot add any transitions at the start. Since you are changing the slides, have the transitions there. Since it is a changing slides, you need to have transitions. Any different transitions you want, you can add. So make sure you will not add too ugly transitions. Try to keep them as simple as possible. The moment that the video starts, do not use a transition. If you want to use like shading, like blurring, not like any movement, not that actually shows the movement. If you want, you can use this like fade. This fade is a good option that you have. You can use this fade. So depending on when it is needed, right? So that you can use. If not, do not use anything. Again, at the end, you can use these two schemes. So with respect to the fade, you can use here. So I have used the transitions. So in this in between, when you want to make the audience to feel that it is a continuous video, don't use transitions here. Right? Last one is about video effects. So different effects you want to add. Where do you want to add? If suppose there is a mistake that you have done in a small video and you don't have the option of reshooting it. So what you can do is you can add the blur with respect to the image. For the small part, you can blur it. So right now for my image, it has been turned. It's been in a reverse order, right? So I want to change that. So what I'll do is I have one of the options available here, that is rotate 270 degrees, because I need to rotate it to 270 degrees. So I'm adding it to my image, both the images. Now if you observe that my image is now corrected. See, it is corrected. So it has to translate. That's why. Second image, both the images are corrected. Right? So this is how you can add these things, and you can save, and you can have. And at the same time, you can also have the means movie file is with respect to the your playable file. You can go for like computer if you're save it into the computer. Just click on the next, and you can choose where the this one is, and then you will be able to see that it will be generated in terms of WMV. This is your movie file that you will be able to play. Just saving will only save it in the format that is required only for this. That is the movie image. So you have to make sure that you generate it outside using save movie file. Once after completing your work, click on save movie file and then save. I don't think I have to explain all these things because you all are knowledgeable and you have the knowledge of using simple. You may choose the proper place where it is supposed to do anything. And then you are able to see that this will be of MPV partner and the estimated size will be 3.96. Right? All these things are there, and you can just click on next. The video will be recorded, it will be saved. So here also again, if you want to add any captions, anything like that, if suppose you want to add anything with respect to words and all those things, again that also you can do here. You have got the options, titles and credits in tools. Click on titles and credits, you get that option to add titles credits to each and every piece. Wherever you want, you can add it. It is not making anything against stick on. Just like the one that I was showing you in the mobile app, here also you will be able to do that. Okay. Laptop, my laptop is not so good enough. Fine, you have. So you have the option. Title at the beginning means choose this slide, whatever that you want. You can go here, you can observe that. You can see this transitions are there in one line. You have got that videos in one line. Right? And then title like will be in another line. So you want to add title wherever you want. Let's say that on the selected slide, I go for selected slide. What I need to say that, or before that, if I want to add like open health, I'll say that because since that I'm speaking about adding it before, because as I said, this is an AICTE activity, you need to mention it before, right? So I'll say that before the ES college. Yeah. Okay. Then the ICTE activity. About that. So you have to go with the font and other things. So I say that the font color is white, using the weight color. But if you need to have a background, you can choose a background. If you don't want, you can go for a black background. Right? Transparency, increase the transparency to highest, maximum available. Position center, you want to add bullet done, all these things you've done. And then what you want to do is animation. If you want to add any one thing, how does this actually come in and come out? All those things you can say. You can say that like if it is a news banner or flashing, different types of executions, you are able to see that how actually the things will come out and go, right? So those things you can see that. Then add the title. So add title will be added. You'll be able to see that title here. So on the title I'll do one. You'll be able to see that it is on the selected title, I say that wear mask. Right? You see that it will be there. So what kind of animations I need, I can just go for that. So it's a subtitle. It will come down in the bottom. Then I go for next. Okay. So I have added it now. So this will be on the title. You can go there and see the transparency. Done. Here, you're able to see that. With this image, you are able to see that where mask is printed. I can just take it onto any of the images like that you want to, wherever you want to put it. Say that I want to put it here because stepping to that front of where they are wearing the mask, I want to show that. Likewise, you can add it anywhere in between. You can take 10 minutes extra. So I'm just trying to rush through. So you can add the titles. Always try to add everything with respect to the name, starting off from the name. Everything you need to. Okay. So I think I will just come to the end. You can just give me if there is anything that you want to ask. I feel now you can ask me any of the questions. Over to you, Nandos. Any questions?
Yes, sir. We have two more questions from our audience.
Can you please ask the question?
Sir, is video movie maker is
Sorry, just a second. Yeah, please tell me.
is Windows Movie Maker is free or is paid?
Windows Movie Maker is completely free. You can download to your Windows and Windows OS, and you can directly use it. Not a problem. There are a lot of different softwares that are actually available for free. If you are doing it only for this video, you can also download them. Adobe Premiere Pro is also free. It on a trial basis. It will be free only for 7 days. So many of the different softwares are there. You have got software of Sony. You have got software from Apple for Mac. So all these things are available on trial basis also. You can download whenever it is required. And then you can just omit when it is not required. You may have to pay later on if you want to use it.
Okay, sir. Thank you. And next question is, can we use BGM in this activity? Like, will there be any issue with copyright?
As I said, like BGM, when you are using the BGM, make sure that you use a proper BGM. Means it should not be a copyright problem. Means have a BGM that is having a copyright problem. Make sure you use that. Then though they are available. If you search for background music with no BGM or no copyrights, you will have they are available. You can get it from many different websites. You can download and you can use it. That is not a problem.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
That's all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. I hope my presentation and this complete 1.5 hours were useful for at least for few of them. Just let me know if there is anything, any help that I can do. You can reach me out any moment through my email ID or through the contact details. It's quite available in the website and everywhere. You can take it from the coordinators as well. I'll be happy to help you all with that. So with that, thank you so much, the IEEE team and the coordinators for giving me the opportunity to communicate with the young minds and creative minds. So I hope this session has reached to the expectations of the audience and the organizers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. The essence of all beautiful art is gratitude. I, Mahima Bhatt, on behalf of IEEE PSE, take the privilege to propose vote of thanks on this occasion. I convey my deep regards to the resource person of today's event, Ullas sir, for making his time to conduct the event and sharing his knowledge. Thank you so much, sir.
It was my pleasure.
Thank you, sir. I convey my thanks to our branch counselor, Puneet Kumar sir, for the guidance. Thank you, sir. I'm extremely grateful to our mentor, Dr. Radhakrishna Rao, sir. Thank you, sir. I thank all the EXICOM members of IEEE PSE for the support and teamwork in conducting this event successfully. I convey my thanks to all the participants for making this event a successful one. Please do copy the link from the live chat and give your valuable feedback. We hope to get the same support and encouragement in all future initiatives of IEEE PSCE. Thank you, one and all.
Where have you given the link?
In live chat, sir.
Speak, Mandya.
Please do copy the link from live chat and give your valuable feedback so that you'll get the certificate. Thank you.